What is up, y'all? It's your boy ET here, back with another video. So I'm bringing you guys this video to let you know my goals for this cross country season. So sadly right now, let me move the camera real quick. I am injured. I hurt my foot, and thankfully it was a sprain and not a fracture. So I'm only out for 2 weeks. I'm on week 2 right now, and then I start some of the harder rehab, and I should be starting my workouts back around August 12th, hopefully. That's hopefully when I'll be starting running again. We don't know. It could be later than that. And so yeah, y'all be praying for me about that. But yeah, I'm gonna be telling you guys my goals for this cross country season for my 5K times and some of the time trials and time splits that I want to hit. All right, so I wrote the goals right here in my phone. And the way I like to do with all my goals, I kind of like to set a goal for the start of the season and one for the middle and one for the end. Because if you just set one goal, at least for me, I feel like if I don't hit at the beginning of the season, I'm gonna be disappointed. So I have something that I want to hit the beginning and gradually get better throughout the season as more practices and more workouts happen. So for the first meet of the season, I want to hit 17:49. And if you didn't know from my last cross country season video, I ran 18:08. That was my PR in district. So I was training a lot, but now I'm gonna have to train really hard when I get back to be able to get back to the level that I was at in order to be able to run at that pace to run 17:49. I think that's very doable for me. And our first meet is sometime around September 8th, so that's in about a month and 2 days. So I believe I can do that. In mid-season, I plan to run 17:22. And in district, I plan to get 16:58 and hopefully top 5 for my team so that we can get out of district, because last season, sadly, we had a great team, but in district, we didn't perform nearly at the level that we could due to injuries and people just not feeling well in the race, and things like that happen. So it was just unfortunate. And then there is this one meet. What's up, guys? I'm editing this video now. I actually recorded it sometime around early August, but obviously it's not then. It's August 28th today as I'm recording this. So as I was editing it, I noticed that our coach actually gave us our schedule, so the meet I was about to talk about is actually not gonna be happening due to them canceling it, because they didn't want, it's kind of I feel like just the way they normally run that meet, there's too many people together, so they kind of wanted to be cautious, so I understand about that. And basically what I was going to say is that meet is shorter. The course is normally shorter, so you can usually run good times. And I was going to try to run, possibly break the school record, try to do that, but it looks like we're not going to be having that meet. So yeah, that's basically all I was going to say about that. So really my main goal for this season is to break 17, because as a junior, I feel like that's what I should be at, and also that would help me to get more scholarships and get my team past district. And when, see what I did there? Not if, when, so that I have that confidence. When we make it to regionals, if we see the course, because it's going to be a different course, they switch the districts up a little, so we're not going to be running at the same place. If it's a good course and I feel my body is ready for it, I'm going to try to run 16:35. That would be the school record if I was able to run that. Yeah, okay, I just checked. It's 16:36 and 200ths. Is that what it is? 2 2/10 of a second. I'm tripping. Yeah, 16:36 is the current school record for 5K. So if I run 16:35, that would be breaking the record. So if I feel I can do that, that's what I'm gonna go for. Now I wrote down the necessary split that I'd have to run in order to hit that time. And in order to do that, I normally start out the race faster and finish it. I'm working on trying to get it more even throughout the race, so that I can, in the middle of the race, I'll be able to go just as fast as I did at the beginning, and then I'll also have endurance for the rest. Okay, I plan to run mile 1 in 5 minutes and 19 seconds. So currently my PR is 4:56. So if you're a runner, you know what I'm talking about. How even if your PR is a lot faster, maintaining even 20 seconds slower of a pace is a lot harder. And that's why my time was 18:08, which is around an average pace of like 5:50s, mid 5:50s, which is, that's a whole minute off of where I am for 1 mile. So it's a lot harder to maintain a certain pace for a longer time. Some people, it's easier to maintain a pace for longer, even if it's slightly faster than most people, but I'm more of a 800 is my best event, so that's why it can be more difficult to maintain a faster pace for longer. Mile 2 in 5:31. Now for mile 3, I said I'd put it at 5:37, which is slightly slower. And even though it's slightly slower, like that's still pretty good for a third mile, because that's even good for a first mile for somebody who'd maintain that exact pace for all 3 miles. So 5:37 for a third mile, plus 30 seconds, give or take, for the 0.12 at the end of the race. That is 3.12 miles, which leads to a 5K. Running all that would lead to a 16:59 5K, which I really want to break 17 this season, and I'm hoping to do it by doing that. So that's one of the big goals. Of course, I've set goals throughout the season, but that's one of the big goals. I'd be happy if I were to break 17. I think I'm actually going to start focusing on cross country for a little bit solely, like after I get off of this, just so I can make sure I get my skill up for that, and not trying to get injured or none of that, because I actually got injured from basketball. But yeah, guys, those are my 5K goals. If you guys want to see my track time goals, that's a little ways from now, but I figure you guys might want to see that as well. So if you want to see that video, don't forget to drop a like and leave down in the comments that particular request for those times. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe as well for more videos like this. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Peace.